everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be creating this really pretty scene card for you today using the Lovely Layers boat die set and a coordinating stencil that's called Steady Waves. This is the Steady Waves stencil. It's a two-piece stencil on the left, and then of course the Lovely Layers boat die here. I'm just showing you the details. It's a really great little Lovely Layers set, super easy to put together. There's not that many pieces, and it just creates a really nice focal point for a summery scene. And then of course these coordinating stencils, again called Steady Waves. So really cool. I'm going to show you how this works, how these work together. So I have a piece of A2 size white cardstock on my desk. I have it on a grip mat on my glass board, and I have the first stencil that I'm going to be using from the set over top of the white paper. You can see that the stencil's quite a bit larger than the paper that I've chosen, so that you could make a larger scene than the one that I'm making here. I'm starting off with some dusty Concord Distress ink, and I'm just brushing on my inks from top to bottom here to create a little bit of a sort of a dreamy night sky. I think this is just a really pretty sky that you might see in the evening in a kind of a more tropical climate, or it could be, I guess, even a northern hemisphere climate. And now I'm just going in with some other inks here to coordinate these colors together to create this dreamy color scheme. I will link in the description and list the colors, the distress colors that I've used for this blend. You can see that it's not taking a lot of time here. It's a pretty easy process to create this really lovely, dreamy evening looking sky. I'm going to finish off here with a little bit more of the purple, and then that part of this scene building will be done. I'm going to go on to some of the water area that's part of this stencil, and I'm just going to blend on some blue. I think this one is Tumbled Glass, and just trying to create a fairly even and lightish blend, although I do try to vary the light and dark here a little bit, because as you know, when you look out at the water does vary in color and light and dark values. So definitely trying to attain that somewhat. And I actually even pounce with this brush a little bit too to create a little bit more texture. Now I have the second stencil on my paper. I'm going to stencil in those birds at the top a little bit later once I decide where I want them to go. So I'm going to start with the land that appears underneath the skyline. And I'm going with the color inspiration that was part of that, the guide, the layering guide, which you can see just barely poking out there on the left of my desk. But of course, in true honeybee style, there is a layering guide with this die set and with a stencil. And the land is kind of like a really bright blue, which I think is cool. And I'm going to go with that. So you could make it even darker. You could make it kind of even more of a navy color, or even kind of like a dark greenish blue, whatever you like. This is art, so you can create this whatever color you like. I'm going in with a smaller brush here and starting out by going in kind of light and then darkening it up by layering more ink on. You can see I'm using my glass board to dab the ink off and then come back and pick the ink back up again off of the glass board. The nice thing about using a glass board for your ink blending is it is a nice place to drop and blend the ink and then go back and pick the ink up. Now I am doing a little bit of masking here just to make sure that I don't get the colors I'm using in an area I don't want them. And here I'm going to add some detail on the water, again with that Dusty Concord with the purple. And the idea here was that perhaps there would be a little bit of a reflection off the water from the sky. Cover that up and continue on with the details in the water here, going in with some darker blue. I think this might be Salty Ocean again, although you might be able to see the lids before I take them off there, but I'm pretty sure this was Salty Ocean again, which is a really great color, obviously, for water. And I'm just trying to go not necessarily in circular motions, but in a dragging technique here, because some of the areas on the stencil are a little bit less, I would say, stable. And so just monitor and adjust the movement you're using with your hand in those areas so that you might use a dragging effect instead of a pouncing or a circular motion. These areas in the stencil are very stable, so I'm going in with some gray and I'm blending on some, which this detail might look like, kind of like the foamy areas of the water or areas of the water with reflection, and getting that down there just to create, again, the difference in the water. Make it look just a little bit more realistic. This is some Altenew hazelnut ink. I struggled to find a distress ink that I really, really liked for sand. And so this one is hazelnut from Altenew. And then I also used a little bit of hazelnut sunlit sand off camera. So when you see the finished blend, just know that I added a little bit of sunlit sand over top of the bottom area of the sand just to finish it off. And I love this background. I think it's gorgeous. I think it will be really, really fun to play around with different color schemes with the stencil. So now for my Lovely Layers boat die set, I did die cut all of the pieces from Spellbinders Color Wheel cardstock, and I have those in a Spellbinders tray on the left. I'm going to use my honeybee tweezers to find my pieces and go ahead and just add some liquid adhesive in. I do have the, what's it called? The bear ink. I'm going to call it the bear ink, but I know that's not what it's called. It's called something bear. You guys know what I'm talking about. Honeybee sells it in the shop anyways. I'll link to it because I think that the honeybee glue might still be out of stock. So I really like this. Oh, it's Barely Arts glue. So the Barely Arts glue is really great too for gluing your pieces together. So you can just see this is layering together super, super easy. I have the layering guide there over to the right, just as my reference. And then look at all of these details. They're so great. So there's little fishing seats at the front and back of the boat. And then there's fishing poles that we can add on. You can see I added the motor to the back of the boat. That's that black piece that's hanging off the back end of the boat. And these are the fishing poles. So I'm going to just take a pickup tool there and grab these fishing poles and add those onto the areas where those fishing seats are, which is great. And of course, you can totally vary the colors of your boat. Make it whatever you would like. If you have a fishing boat yourself and you want to kind of emulate the boat that you have with the colors, you can definitely obviously do that too. This is the little life preserver. And now I've got my boat put together. I'm going to just kind of put it into the scene there and think about where I might like to place the boat when I'm ready to do so. You can see at this point I have stenciled the birds into the scene over on the right side of the sky. And I just did that with some black soot distress ink. I've got my card front onto my A2 size card base. And now I'm just taking some Imagine Crafts Sheer Shimmer Craft Spray and Sparkle. And that's just going to add a really pretty subtle sparkle to the whole scene, which I think is really pretty. I'm taking my gel pen to add a few white details to the boat, a little bit of text on the back, which might maybe indicate a number. And then the white spots on the life preserver, a few highlights on the front of the boat. Now I have put some foam squares on the back of the boat to pop it up and give it a little bit more dimension, and added that onto the front area of my scene in that area where that blue water is. And now I'm ready to add a sentiment onto my project. Now, I really love this Hooked on You sentiment set. You've seen me using this my last few videos. I love it. It's really great, and it coordinates so nicely with the most recent release. I think it's a really good one. I'm always thinking about how I'm going to use these cards when I make them, and these masculine cards I've been making are so great for my husband because he's an avid fisher, and so they just work so well. So that sentiment set's fantastic. Has a coordinating die set as always. I stamped out my sentiment with some black ink and used the coordinating die. I'm popping it up on some foam adhesive, and then I will use a T-square ruler off camera just to make sure that the sentiment is straight, just placing it down there gently with my tweezers. Friends, I have linked up in the description box below to the products that I've used from the Honeybee shop. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this and were inspired, and I'll see you again soon. Take care and have an amazing day. Bye-bye.